Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday. We made it. The week is over, and we're going to send you out with some hot content. I just want to start off by saying...
Did your car just get hit?
My car just got hit. That's not even what I was going to say. My car just got hit.
You know, when you were telling me this story, I wanted to save it for the pod.
I'm worried about why, because I'm worried about what you concocted up in your brain.
I have a great theory, but please share why were you in the car when your car got hit in the parking lot?
Okay, so...
It's a little embarrassing.
Guys, shut up. Listen, in our office building, we have a parking garage. One of my things that I do, because I'm a disciplined, focused man, is I keep all of my social media on a separate phone.
Boo.
That phone stays in my car at all times. So especially when I'm at the office, if I really want to go check social media, it's like going and smoking a cigarette. I have to leave, walk downstairs, and sit alone and do it.
Yep.
Like the loser that I am, only in those moments. And so I walk down there, taking a little break, got a little 10-minute window, hop on my gram, scrolling away, and all of a sudden my whole car shakes. And at first I thought we were back to the earthquakes. My whole car shakes, and I'm like, what the hell? I turn around, and there's a girl just backed directly into my car. So that happened, and I don't know if I'm being punished. I'm not sure what to take from it.
So you should be punished. That's Instagram karma.
Walk me through the interaction after she hits you. What happens?
So good news. I hop out, not really any. I can't really spot. There might be a smudge or something. Her car has a big gray mark. Her car was white, mine's dark gray. So big gray mark down her car. She gets out, oh my gosh, did I just hit you? It's my birthday. I can't believe this happened on my birthday, blah, blah, blah.
This girl's just a mess.
A mess. Young girl, bad at navigating.
Yeah.
Hit the range. So she is like, oh my gosh. I'm like, look, my car is good.
You give her the pass.
Happy birthday, yeah.
That's a nice birthday gift.
It's a birthday. She was frazzled.
So
yeah. I didn't see anything.
We
Maybe there's
can
a
either
smudge.
call this personal development or personal regression.
Or
we moved
self-destruction.
into this office in 2012 from downtown.
Yeah.
When we moved in, Trauma was smoking cigarettes in his office.
Yeah.
That did happen. Damn it, I was a piece of shit.
Yeah, and now you have to go to your car.
Sitting in my office, like, why is there fucking smoke in our office?
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
And then now he's going downstairs to look at Instagram?
He's sneaking off like weird Instagram likes in his car.
Yeah, so just if you ever see likes and comments coming in, I'm down in the garage. Listen.
You're a real addict, huh?
I'm an addict. Listen, it's helped my life a lot, and I would suggest all of our followers do the same.
I suggest
Fuck
not.
you to both of you guys. But I paid for it.
Yeah.
Or, had I not been down there, the car still would have gotten hit, except I wouldn't have seen it. I would have just came down to a smudge in my car and been like, oh my God, the world is so cruel.
I'm sure your car is getting hit every 5 minutes in this lot.
Sure it is. Yep. So thanks to my discipline, I was down there at the scene of the crime. So whatever. The girl's off. It's her birthday, or she just lied.
Yeah.
But either way, she's off free. Her car's got more of a mark than mine.
She'll have a great story to tell at happy hour when she's
so
6
say, remember
margaritas deep.
Danger from Fun Factory? I think I ran into him today.
Danger!
Okay, next thing. I want to talk about another loss of mine.
Yeah.
I am not a huge sports fan.
Yeah.
I'm not really in tune with what's going on, what Skip Bayless and all them are talking about. But I thought like making fun of LeBron was sort of like fair game.
Yeah.
Like I thought a lot of people did it.
Yeah.
I thought like a lot of people hated on LeBron. I say one little thing, followed up by I love LeBron and he's my favorite athlete of all time. I got roasted.
You deserve it.
It's ridiculous. I can't critique a guy's performance at one thing, and that means I hate him.
It's a mixed bag.
So
It's a mixed bag. And to the guy on your Instagram comments that said, your boy's a hater, simple as that.
You know what?
It's not simple as that, asshole.
Ironically, he's a mega football agent who just signed, his receiver just signed the biggest contract in sports history or some shit like
let me know some of his athletes. I'll roast them.
Yeah.
Asshole. So for the record, for the fans, I love LeBron. I think what he does for people outside of the sport and him as a human specimen of a freaking athlete is absolutely incredible. And we grew up right down the street from each other. Am I bitter that I'm not his friend? Yeah.
And your parents took photos of him.
Yeah.
You should release the pictures.
But can I still critique a guy's a video of a guy and still be his friend? Of course, I do that to you two idiots every day.
We're not the king.
So two things happened. Just a quick LeBron recap,
Okay.
which I didn't even think was possible.
Okay.
So the MAGAs have become social justice warriors.
What do you mean?
They are criticizing LeBron for imitating a Hispanic guy on Taco Tuesday and say, what if I imitated a black guy eating fried chicken? What would happen to me?
Act like you care about either.
Cultural misappropriation by LeBron.
First
Go
of
ahead,
all,
say it. We'll put it on Instagram and see what your people
I'm not
say.
from Ohio. LeBron, you're insulting Mexican people.
First of all, does anyone watch the videos and mistake him for trying to imitate a Mexican guy?
Maybe if he spoke Spanish.
I mean,
Hola.
he's speaking in like a different, like completely different dialect. He's just having fun with it.
I also just, I think it's inspired by a Mexican accent, but I also think, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
How do you not say, maybe he's celebrating Mexican culture?
And
What's the difference?
only in 2019 can MAGAs become social justice warrior because of LeBron.
Yeah, we're fucked. This whole shit's
that's
twisted
so
up.
freaking crazy.
Well, nobody knows what they're fighting
And the
for.
second thing, TMZ reported that LeBron, the game where you criticized him for dunking in the layup line, jumping in the
It's
court,
still ridiculous.
goes up to a person on the opposing team and says, when I hope I'm in the league, when you're in the league, I'd love to play against you. And the kid started crying.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. All that I'm saying is, if you're just sitting respecting the game and the kids playing, and you go up and say that same thing, you are a man of character.
No character.
360 windmill dunk in the opener. That wasn't necessary.
I think
A
everyone
Taco
won.
Tuesday game.
What?
I think everyone won. The opposing team won. Bronny's team won.
I thought you didn't win. Me and my Instagram comment. Gosh, I love LeBron. You idiots, calm down. You know what's funny is I started posting more group chat on my Instagram, and
more
because
hate.
I don't know whether someone's editing my clips good. Like, it used to just be like all about D, and like me and Anna were like, no, maybe like the D show. And for some reason, I'm getting shine on those Instagram clips.
Maybe I need to replace Pete.
Someone's screwing you. And so I post them, and now that I'm starting to post like opinions and not just all this motivational, like here I am talking to Jay Shetty about meditation.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot more shit.
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
good.
Yeah, it's good. I like to
All
rile
press
up,
is good press.
stir the pot. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying it's funny how quickly it goes from like, man, you're so inspirational and I blah, 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 to like, fuck you, clown.
Well, here's the
That
thing.
asteroid wasn't even close, bitch.
It's funny how like listeners of any podcast, not just ours, they enjoy the content until it's an opinion they don't agree with.
Yeah, that's just people though.
But here's the thing is I enjoy content from people I disagree with. I actually prefer it.
Yeah.
Because like we follow, like he got a lot of this cultural misappropriation King James stuff from a sports writer that we both follow named Clay Travis.
Yeah.
Who is like, probably at some point in his life was like a liberal sports
Oh,
writer.
he's a self-described Obama 2-time voter, but he's found a niche how to cater to MAGA population.
Yeah. And
so
he's-
he just riles them
Anything
up.
that's, like,
and I don't even
race-baity,
think he
like-
believes half the shit he says.
No, he's just so
He just knows that it works.
and
it's
he's
good
making
business.
and he makes a lot of money doing
Yeah,
it.
that's
But
the-
I enjoy seeing
Yeah.
people like him and their content. Like I love hearing from Glenn Beck and Bill O'Reilly because it's just good to see a different opinion.
Clay Travis is one of the few people that I will search his Twitter, even though I follow him, to make sure I don't miss it and see the comments.
Yeah.
So I know what other people are thinking. Yeah. And it's crazy.
It's fun. Yeah, it's all part of the game. But some people, I will say, just to be honest, the majority just has a constructive conversation. So I don't want to pretend like people are so fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's funny how when you start, like even your boy, which I'm sure is a very smart guy, to say, no, you're just a hater, period, is like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
you
give a
gotta
little more
be able to,
constructive,
like,
yeah.
let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
Plus, we're just having fun.
Yeah.
Gosh. Anyway.
When you go low, we will go lower.
You know what? I have a Lakers LeBron jersey. I think I might post tonight just to get
You
things
might
back
have
on track.
Taco Tuesday.
It's taco.
That
I'll
would be
wait till
good. That's
Tuesday.
a good.
I'll
But
get
you
a
should do-
sombrero. I'll get a sombrero and my LeBron jersey.
And say your caption in Spanish.
yes.
That talk about cultural misappropriation.
Es bueno Taco Tuesday. Okay. On it. I
Yeah.
also see that your charger problem looks like it's solved.
Yeah.
Thank God. What happened?
So Brad Newman, a friend of mine,
Okay.
who has a beverage company called Roar.
Okay.
Great drink, 10 calories,
Look at that,
electrolytes.
won you over. You don't got to write a check. Just bring a couple chargers. I don't promote anything.
So there's two interesting things. He came in today just to hang, and he brought me 6 mobile chargers with cables.
Wow.
So there's no way.
That's a big investment.
There's no way I can't not be charged. And I
And
told
now-
him if I'm ever not charged, John will call me an idiot. Dee will call me a loser.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. Especially now. Yeah. I mean, the day. I can't wait for the day. Like, does anyone here have a charger?
Yeah, you can never
You're
say that.
fucked.
And do you know what's more interesting? He discovered the pod through his wife.
Well, I'm amazed by the amount of girls that like this show. And
Yeah.
I just want to say, because in my opinion, like, we're pretty duty, you know? Not
Are
like
we?
Barstool Sports, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. But the fact that
We
whatever.
don't have like strippers up in here.
It's not the man show. I'm just saying that we don't we don't cover like a lot of woman topics.
Kind of generic topics.
Listen, man, I'm just saying I'm thankful.
Okay.
Because a lot of girls have came up to me that are like hardworking, like I said, that girl that came up the other day that has an event business and
Yeah.
people that own meditation studios and all this stuff, and they're like, "It's my favorite show," and this is blah, blah, blah. It's really cool. So we got to keep it equal here.
We're very equal.
Make sure we don't alienate the women.
I don't think we are, clearly.
Just saying, you guys seem kind of sexist.
Says the guy who hates LeBron James.
Yeah.
Shut up.
They hate the black basketball player.
Oh, gosh. That's what this is about. Okay, let's get into some news before this goes too far.
Yeah.
So we all remember Facetune, the selfie app that made everyone, or that makes everyone's skin look perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it's like a live digital plastic surgery.
Sure. Better description. Yeah. So like extreme, but like it's so bad when you see girls post it. It's like, wow, what are you afraid of? Right?
I'm guessing 50% of. I don't know if men know how to use it well because I've seen men try to use it.
Why
and it
would a
doesn't-
man use it though?
Talk about sexist.
Yeah.
Sure. You know what? You can be sexist against men right now. That's fine. If
I
you're a
think
man using Facetune,
I'm going to make
reevaluate.
a very bold statement.
Please.
50% of women in America on Instagram use Facetune.
50%?
Yeah.
No, that's ridiculous. That's sexist. That's big time sexist. You're saying all girls are fakers. You might as well be like, all girls Photoshop their pictures.
They have 180 million downloads across all their apps. They have a bunch of apps in the selfie
Yeah, there's
category.
a lot of insecure dudes in there with bad skin.
I just think 180 million downloads seems like a lot.
That's a lot.
Well, they got paid for it because they just raised $135 million at a valuation of over $1 billion.
And it sounds like they're all paid.
Yeah, you have to Facetune. You have to pay for
No,
it.
but across all their apps, 180 million downloads across paid apps.
Yes.
So this might be the only tech company in history that's profitable.
Yes, because
Not
Of course it's Facetune, though.
Well,
Of course.
here's the thing: is at the end of the day, you don't overthink it when you're starting a business. What is the most important thing?
I'm going to make Butt-Tune.
Everyone
Why
gets-
are you giving away the
Every
$1
girl
billion
gets
idea?
big butts. All you do is hit the
What if you have a big butt and you want a small butt?
Butt-Tune.
Okay.
Either way.
And then Boob-Tune is coming shortly after.
Okay. I think you could do all that on Facetune. Pete's already looking. Pete's like, yes, you can. I enlarge my package all the time.
Bulge-Tune over here. Oh, shit.
Pete was nodding his head.
This is the thing. If you can cater to people's insecurities,
Yes.
especially in a world where these pictures and the reflection of who you are is more important than ever, it's big money.
That's why I think the digital brand strategy of like the same way how you can buy like a costume playing a video game, lack of a better word, or like buy like.
People are selling jackets.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that's good. That stuff is going to crush. If you could throw a Porsche and a Balenciaga in your gram for like $50.
Yeah, I need to expand. I need to just do fake it till you make it tune, where it's like butt, junk, Lambo,
Yeah, whatever you want.
jacket. Like, just fuck it, man.
Yeah.
Take a picture outside your garage,
And,
and
send-
I'll make it look like
Yeah, just send it to me and I'll just do it for you.
Yeah.
We'll take it one step further.
Gosh,
I think people overthink that, like, yes, the mental health space is an emerging space, but make someone look 12 years younger or 100 years older, you're $1 billion company.
Yeah, don't think about it too much. Gosh. Well, either way, I just want to say to all the ladies out there,
Yeah.
if you feel like you might be a little heavy on the tune, get a tune buddy that can check and sign off and say just enough tune. Because when you see a girl with a tuned up face, you're like, gosh, like you can tell.
You mean that not plastic surgery, actual face tune?
Well, plastic surgery is a whole different monster.
No, he's talking about like over tuning your Instagram.
Well, I think in especially, I'll tell you this: if you're married, I think you should Facetune all day. What's the difference? The Facetune is a challenge for single people who then have to go out into society and then go on dates and be like, what?
But
the married person that's Facetuning, maybe they start getting DMs and you break up the marriage.
Nah, but you just gotta
do. True. I'd be like, who you trying to look good for? Who you tuning for?
The gram.
For the
Tune
DMs.
it down. You're locked up. I'm just saying, I have known people that have posted super tuned pics, and to me, it just looks like you're very insecure.
I think I can't tell.
I'll show you a couple.
Show me a tuned pic.
Tuned up.
And
looks
call
like
them out.
Airbrush picture, and you call them out by name.
I'm happy to.
I've had enough for the week. And then side note to that, guys, just don't tune.
Yeah. Plenty of guys tune.
Just tune it down. Little tune chi. Okay. Did you guys also see, completely different topic, but number one, the deal finally went through. Mackenzie Bezos is officially the third richest woman in the world. Wow. This is the big one because the divorce went through. Jeff Bezos is still number one by a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So this guy just parted with like $40 billion and still is the richest guy in the world. That's
so
insane. And within all of that, he also sold $1.8 billion worth of stock, which is interesting. Is this just when you have 100 and something billion, you're just, hey, I need a little bit of cash, gotta whatever, get my vacation properties in order, and no big deal? Or because it's the most he's ever sold, I think.
Yeah. And it's interesting because the days that it was sold was July 29th, July 30th, 31st, and the stock was down those days because it's just like a massive amount of shares this guy is selling. But
no, but those shares are private placements. They don't affect the market.
You don't think
that's
so?
not like sold on like the NASDAQ.
Someone like a fund is selling
exactly.
it.
That's
they
not,
were
that's
down
not
either way. I wonder if that just spooked people because I think it sounds like every year he's selling this close to this dollar amount or this amount of shares.
But he said he was doing that to fund Blue Origin.
That's what he's telling people.
I wonder what he told Mackenzie when he was with Lauren.
I think Lauren's just expensive.
Yeah, that could be true, but every person who is of his net worth does this periodically, and there's no alarm to
He's
it.
lost faith in Amazon, and the company's going down the toilet.
Because
down the toilet, one day shipping is not possible.
Yeah. And he's like, fuck it, I'm selling all my stock.
Out. None of these people have the skills I need, and I can't get it to you in 15 minutes.
He's probably taking the cash for God knows what reason, because he can take loans damn near interest free against his shares from any bank in the world.
Yeah, so why do you...
Yeah, what are you doing? Shady.
It's shady.
It's not shady.
It's shady.
This is what everyone
He has no
does.
faith. He has no faith in the company.
I'm just saying he's done this before. You trust a guy who sends dick pics on iMessage?
Apparently Anand does.
I trust Jeff Bezos.
So you trust him?
As a businessman, I do.
And his iMessage.
I'm not speaking on his personal
matters. You think you should get WhatsApp maybe? Anything? Just straight on iMessage?
A little more encryption. Yeah. WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal.
Just saying.
He's not that smart. He's just
up here.
Carelessly sending text messages on iMessage.
Just send him an Instagram DM.
Yeah, even drug dealers don't do that.
Okay, well, so I guess we'll see if there's anything to be worried about, but I don't know. It just seems like a lot.
Yeah.
It's not when you're worth $107 billion.
Whatever, man. Stick to that. We'll see. What about Shopify? Shopify stock just popped.
En fuego.
En fuego. I really liked, I know you guys have already said this, but Shopify is good. Like, I think it's a really interesting one to watch.
Yeah. I think that
whatever, their earnings are on fire. They're just crushing it.
They beat revenue expectations. They're turning a leaf on profitability. It's just really overvalued.
What's the value?
nearly $40 billion. And the revenue, I think, is just like, I got to look it up, but I was looking at the other day. But it's like a heavy multiple on revenue that it's trading. And I see the potential in it. Everyone says this is the true emerging competitor to Amazon because they effectively power small merchants. And that's how Amazon grew, was on the backs of other merchants.
Yeah.
The one thing that they have not done is a centralized marketplace for all their merchants.
Yeah.
So if that one day comes, then maybe that'll be the reason why people shop on Shopify versus on Amazon for certain items.
Yeah.
They do power small business, which is a big portion of like the growth that's left in e-com. I think the challenge for them though is they said they're going to go into fulfillment business, which is insane.
Yeah.
Because that means they want to be everyone's third-party logistics provider.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of money and a lot of time, and there's a lot of execution risk to that, right? Because like if you don't do it, like Amazon wasn't fulfilling people till they figured themselves out how to do it. You're starting with yourself, with other people who are so demanding.
Yeah.
So, Amazon took on all those customers after they figured out how to get the books people faster, And so I think it's easier said than done to enter that business. But the company and the stock is remember we were at the event, someone asked me, what stock would you buy? And I said Shopify.
Yeah.
It's got up 150% in 6 months.
No, over a year, 12 months.
Last year?
Yeah.
It said year to date, I thought it said.
No, year to date it's like 18%.
I mean, it's probably one of the best performing companies in the last year. What other, nothing has gone up like that.
So it's 18%.
I gotta say, even though we don't we don't certify our stock tips.
Yeah.
We've been pretty solid.
Yeah.
So it's 18% year to date, 146%.
Last 12 months.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That is absolutely nuts. There's nothing, a company that
Actually,
size.
I'm wrong. 146% year to date.
That's what I said.
Look
God
at that.
damn
Aya.
it.
Yeah.
Look, our fact checker. Did he originally come on this show to be our fact checker? Asshole.
But yeah, so 360 million in the quarter, 370 million next quarter. So you're annualizing what's that, 1.5 billion
Yeah.
in revenue. So it's trading at, what is that, 27x top line?
Yeah, I just don't understand why.
So it's being treated like a software business. So the assumption of the valuation is that there's clear lock-in and no one's ever going to switch. Right?
Yeah. I guess it's kind of true.
I think it's true for small to mid-sized people, but as you get bigger,
Yeah.
that's where I know a lot of companies are struggling with the next level of integration. So if that happens, so if you do $1 billion on Shopify, is it the best platform? I don't know.
Yeah.
There probably is other
Ask
options.
Kylie.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We both use them. They're great. I'm just a big fan of what they're doing. So
Yeah.
good for them. Here's another big winner
Yeah.
that you wouldn't expect. Kellogg.
Yeah.
Killing it. And apparently, obviously they're a legend in the cereal business, but apparently their snacks are crushing it.
Guess what the snacks are?
Oreos.
Nope.
That's Nestle, huh? Hey, I hear you laughing over there.
Is that Peter Dan?
There's both of these idiots. What is it?
It's fan favorites as Pringles and Cheez-Its.
And
I love
you're-
Pringles.
And Pop-Tarts.
Bubble talk.
Bubble
I will
talk.
tell you what, bro. You, for a guy who's like, I don't know if Heinz will be in business in 10 years.
But it's crazy that when you sell billions of dollars of Pringles and Pop-Tarts, you don't get credit, but you sell a couple $100 million of Beyond Meat, you're worth $10 billion.
They're bigger than Kellogg's.
Yep. Just to be clear on what's really going on out there, while we're worried about Virgil and Beyond Meat, the rest of the country is
They're
focused
taking
on
2 Pringles in the middle of a Pop-Tart and shoving it up their
wolfing
face.
it down with a can of Mountain Dew.
You get no credit for legacy revenue, effectively.
They
right?
don't?
No,
Yeah,
all
anybody.
businesses.
Yeah.
So if you're a legacy revenue generating business, like even all the retailers we shit on routinely,
Yeah.
they still do billions of
Yeah.
dollars
Yeah.
of revenue.
'Cause
They
it's
get
boring,
no credit.
though, right? Like, there's not going to be a news headline that's like, Pringles still crushing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you want, like, that. The hype is in, like, could Beyond disrupt the entire meat industry? Just your boring old Pop-Tarts crushing the game.
Yeah, and it's also what we always say, like if you're a company raising money, the moment you turn a profit, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Because you get valued on profit versus this ideal that maybe you'll be this $100
I'm
billion
launching the
company.
new Pringles, the healthy alternative.
10 billion.
Already dead.
Jingles.
Great. Great.
What flavors?
We have a non-fat, vegan, cheddar, and sour cream.
Thought you were gonna say Cool Ranch.
No. Pringles doesn't.
There's a spinach and wheatgrass flavor and a kale.
But in the Pringles format.
Hey,
It's a home run.
good luck. I think it'll tank. You see where the numbers are.
I know, but my Pringles will be worth more than the real
Yeah,
Pringles in
because
6
all
months.
valuation is
You can
on
raise
promise.
a lot of money. Sure,
It's on promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
You
one cares about Pringles. They care about Jingles.
Jingles.
Do you think anyone, like, I think you could really just come up with a really good pitch, raise a shit ton of money, take some off the table, let the thing tank.
Be like, hey, I tried.
Like, whatever, dude.
People just didn't connect with Jingles.
If you can
What
raise,
can I say? I'll be over in San Tropez if you need
all
me.
you need to do that hustle, 3 rounds of capital. If you can get to the 3rd round of capital, all the money's off the table. You're in San Tropez.
Jingles, here we come.
That's what Bird Guy did. This
Oh,
guy
he's
knows that
chilling.
shit's sketchy. He knows those birds are cheap. Like, these things are breaking left and right. I don't know how to fix this shit. Let me scoop a little bit of this off the table.
What is that, 50 million? I'll take it.
Whatever. Okay. When it comes to making progress in the food world, Burger King, even though I just keep saying it, unfortunately their food just sucks so bad. But when it comes to marketing, they are constantly making moves and making really good moves. And now their newest one is they've added Impossible meat to their Whopper. So they now have an Impossible Whopper.
Yeah, they tested
Still
it.
tastes like shit.
I think they tested in St. Louis.
And then it was in San Francisco, I think Miami.
But so now it's
now
rolled
it's
out.
nationwide.
Yeah, 7,000 locations.
Hey,
Can't wait to try it.
They're making all the right moves.
I've never had a Whopper.
They suck.
Do they?
Yep.
Wow.
Their food sucks. There's a reason you've never had
Why
it.
do you keep dissing it?
This isn't like the LeBron thing. I don't think. I don't think people are gonna care.
I really enjoy Burger King breakfast, though.
That's fair.
Burger
There's
King
a
breakfast
reason you
is
never had a
great.
Whopper. You like Burger King?
Their breakfast is great. We had it as kids.
That doesn't even count.
Breakfast doesn't count?
I'm just saying you like one specific thing from Burger King. You don't like Burger King's food. Go get a burger and fries.
I know I don't like the fries.
Go get an Impossible Burger and some fries.
I will.
I can't wait.
Okay.
I probably won't get it. I'll be honest.
Can't wait to hear your feedback. But anyway,
We'll do a taste test. We'll do the Beyond Carl's Jr. and the Impossible Whopper.
you know what Burger King is to me? The Under Armour of fast food.
Oh, it's MAGA.
Is it MAGA?
No.
No, I'm just saying they do good marketing. You know, they have The Rock, they have Impossible, they have whatever. Product sucks.
Oh, wow.
Nothing you can do if your product's that bad.
They should do a collabo.
They absolutely should, and watch no one buy it.
Like an Impossible Whopper shoe.
Anyway, still very cool that they continue to push forward.
Yeah.
Next up, jumping complete genres. I want to talk about, we've talked a lot about gamers, YouTubers, the little Korean girl who bought an $8 million house. I have the next big hit.
Wow, I'm hearing.
There's this Bollywood rapper that is breaking records. And
Wow.
YouTube, for some reason, YouTube isn't talking about it. This guy is a legitimate, certified superstar.
Wow.
What do you guys think? You want to check him out?
I did check them out.
What do you think about it? I noticed you didn't say anything. Are you on board, or how come you're a little, you seem a little
I didn't
sheepish?
quite understand it.
You don't understand the music, or?
Yeah, I didn't get why it was the number one. Got 75 million views in one day, in 24 hours.
Seems fishy.
I guess when you're a
And
star,
I've never
you're a
heard of
star.
him.
So you're
Not
saying
to
it's
say
fake?
I've heard of all the Spanish singers that get those types of views either.
Seems like you might be a little racist.
Against Indians?
Yeah.
Badshaw.
This is what happens to people like you. You get rich and then you turn on your own people.
Turn on him. I turned on this guy.
So you think it's fake?
Yeah. I just think he bought a lot of ads. I think the streaming.
But where did he get all the damn money? He's a Bollywood star. He just got money from somewhere.
No, he's a nobody. No one's ever heard of him.
So the rumor is that he spent $67,000. I don't know if that rumor is true to get those views. That's nothing.
67,000 gets you 75 million. I got an idea for this episode, guy.
The most viewed podcast in the world, 450 million views.
I mean, imagine if you started a Kickstarter that was help us raise money for ads for one episode to say we have the highest listened. You could do it.
Yeah. But here's the thing, it's a big
So
challenge.
you think it's just ads, not bots? Because all the like farms and follow farms, a lot of them are in India.
Yeah, what if you just straight up
Like
bought?
if you wanted 1 million followers, which you really want,
Yeah.
at an Indian farm, you'll have 1 million followers.
Like actually Indian farmers following me.
Yeah.
I would love 1 million Indian farmers following
You're
me.
going to have to go back to the motherland and go on a bit of a campaign. Listen, I don't know, but you just can't believe anything. I
But
mean,
that's the problem is that in the streaming views world, it's the same problem when they had in like physical sales, right? There was a lot of like hanky-panky.
The problem is you got to
Back in
play
those days.
Big time.
within your levels. Like this guy,
75
having
million.
75
Like
million.
beating Taylor Swift.
Spend 5,000, bro.
Yeah.
Do this on the 4th video.
Doesn't
Yeah.
J. Cole? He raps about it in the 21 Savage. How
Yeah.
By streams.
everyone's buying
How many
streams.
faking they streams?
Yeah.
When I launched my song, I got 10 DMs from people. Hey, you want 1 million streams on Spotify? I could get to you in 2 days.
I can't believe you said no.
You sell for 38,000.
What? I settled for the small. I'm on my way to 200,000 after 4 months.
Listen, I have $7 and whatever I can get with that. You can get 38,000. Oh, man. You should have taken him up on it. There's something to that. But anyway, whatever. You can't believe anything.
But
Who knows?
I think it is the smart thing to do. Is if you're an absolute nobody
Yep.
and you have a little bit of cash, I think the fake follower, fake streams, fake view game is a great strategy.
It is if you have substance. So if you have so much confidence in your product and you're like, I just need to get these headlines and they're going to find me and be like, whoa, Bud Chuck can rap.
But he doesn't.
Whoa, where did this guy come from?
Yeah.
I'm late to the game.
75 million views, 6 likes.
I will tell you a little inside secret, I guess, for our listeners. When we first launched Group Chat, we put a little bit of money behind it, like
Yeah.
$100 an episode. And so we were getting hundreds of thousands of views when we first launched it.
And that was like $150, I think.
Yes, and I had a conversation with Rob, who's a really smart guy, and he was like, I thought you guys just had this like phenomenon. Like he's like, like episode 3 got 400,000 views. He's like, I thought you guys were just, I'll never see you again. 'cause
So
you're
we need to
too
up our
famous."
ad spend.
So it does work.
I'm telling you, it works. There's no.
Why don't you do it?
For which part?
You.
My personal Instagram.
Yes.
30,000 likes, million followers.
Yes.
Every single picture.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a growth strategy.
How many views should I get?
On 1 million?
Yeah.
How many views on a video?
60,000?
Yeah.
I don't want to look too crazy.
Fine, it's fine. Don't,
3 million views.
Yeah, don't Bollywood guy yourself.
Don't Bud Chuck yourself.
Yeah, I honestly think people would reach out to you like, hey man, would you speak at our thing? Can you blah, blah, blah?
I mean, don't we have an ex-employee that does this for a living?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I'm sure we have plenty of ex-employees.
We have an ex-employee who quit because he could make more money doing essentially this.
faking everything.
Yeah. And it worked.
Brands are just stupid, huh?
Yep. And it's not over. I mean, it's still going. But the moment they kill all those likes, kill the YouTube views too.
Well, I wonder if they're going to do that then. Do you think YouTube would ever hide the views? Just about the content quality?
I would love it if they did. I mean,
Ryan's toast.
later, Ryan.
What about our
What about what's her
Boram?
name?
Boram's toast too.
Isn't Boram's the gamer or the girl?
The
The
girl.
girl,
Oh,
Korean
she
girl.
smoked, but she will never even know she was rich.
She got 4 clothes on that house.
She's too young to even know. She can't even count to 4. She doesn't know. She won't even know she was rich.
Because her parents fleeced her.
Yeah, or Ryan. But I don't know. I think that there's something to it. I mean, you don't see ratings on hit television shows, or you
Yeah.
don't see numbers. You just like it because you like it.
Yeah, that's why, you just have to, I think it's a great idea to just buy fake everything. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
I think you should do it.
And
Okay,
I'm going to
delete
change
this.
my name to
We'll delete
The
this.
Real Dee Murthy.
Yeah, official D.
Yeah, the official.
Okay, well, pretend like you never heard this, guys, because D's about to blow up.
I'm going to do a video how I got 1 million followers in 4 hours.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Next up, gosh, I don't even really know how to get into this. We've had a lot of issues with race in politics, and there's been a lot of accusations of racism on behalf of our president and the like. It turns out if he is a full-blown racist, he's not the first.
No.
Because Ronald Reagan was the OG racist president. And
Yes.
now, in the spirit of 2019, where nothing is gone forever, some recordings have popped up of him saying just outright racist shit.
Yeah.
So I know that there was already kind of an assumption, and some of his, I guess I'm not very well versed on it, but some of his things that he put in place were kind of against black people and minorities and stuff like that. This is like, well, here you are. We got you on. Somehow somebody had a frickin' iPhone in there on voice memo and caught you.
Richard Nixon, first of all, is probably the dumbest president of all time. This guy got recorded all the time and everything got released.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's how he went down.
That's how he went down. Watergate.
But was he doing racist stuff?
Well,
No,
listen, I'm sure he was.
I'm sure he was.
But that wasn't out.
That
I just want to
wasn't
make sure
how
we
he-
didn't
yeah.
have another competitor.
Okay, the two, Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon, were discussing the Tanzanian delegation reaction to the vote at the UN. And Ronald Reagan says, this is in 1971, to watch that thing on television as I did, to see those monkeys from those African countries, damn them, they're still uncomfortable wearing shoes. Reagan tells Nixon, who erupts in laughter.
And oh man,
This is what was going
So
on.
do you know what
where
the best
hell
part?
are all these recorders, man?
You know the best part about Republicans who try to distance themselves from Trump? Like, this isn't Ronald Reagan's party.
Yes.
It actually is.
It's exactly Ronald Reagan's party.
Yeah, what's the confusion?
Well, now it's clear. Because no, they talk about Donald Trump's racism, saying like, this isn't what Ronald Reagan, because Ronald Reagan is considered by Republicans the greatest president of all time.
Ronald Reagan was a shit actor and a shitty governor of California.
Yeah,
And
I don't think
and
anyone-
trickle down economics don't work.
No, they don't. And oh man, this guy's a piece of shit. It's like,
But it's so funny because I feel like it's a bigger story than the media is giving credit to, because it came and I feel like it's kind of already gone.
yeah. Well, we got it.
We got it.
covered.
We're not gonna
Now that
let
we
it
have
slide
a
by.
influencer with 1 million followers on our podcast.
The reach I have is unprecedented.
Yeah, he'll disrupt the whole thing.
Yeah,
And
it's
Indian
75
farmers are going to be pissed.
Indian farmers would be like, "Who's Ronald Reagan?"
So we actually talked about it with someone we all know who's
Okay.
very smart, educated, non-white, and he said, the climate back then was just different.
Gosh.
So what do you?
We just accepted racism then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree. I think that it's one thing when like Eminem used to say the F word that rhymes with maggot.
Yeah.
That to me is like the climate was different. That word was, I mean, I was
Yeah.
watching Entourage the other day and they were
Yeah.
maggoting all over the place. And I just, that was in the Aziz Ansari thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well, I won't blow it. But that to me makes a little bit more sense. I know that's probably going to offend some people, but it does.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe those people were actually truly homophobic.
Yeah.
But straight up, monkeys not
Yeah.
wearing shoes,
Yeah.
that's not a different time.
Yeah.
We're not talking the 1700s.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying it was interesting to see hear a minority close friend of ours say
Yeah.
that.
Who was that?
You know who it is.
I'm
say that.
drawing a blank. Okay.
Okay. It's like they say, don't meet your heroes. Don't listen to
Don't
your
meet
heroes' audio
your
recordings.
Republican president.
Secret audio
So the
recording.
Republican Party's been consistent on racism for now
True.
40, 50 years.
At least they're consistent.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate at least consistency.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next up. We are in the apparel business. And one of the things that we are constantly trying to do is find good partnerships. We're building brands, and brand is so important, and it's so important to preserve your brand and be on message when you do these partnerships. You just can't go team up with anyone.
Okay.
That being said, Post Malone has found the perfect partner for a collaboration for his new merch. Bud Light.
I love it.
So Post Malone, now, just a little bit of humble bragging. We did a partnership with Post Malone 4 years ago.
Was it only 4 years ago?
Yeah, right? I mean, he hasn't been around that long.
Crazy.
2015, yeah. So we did that, and I remember when we were doing that, his dream was to do a project with Bud Light, but he couldn't because he was too young. And there's I don't know what it is, 23, 25, there's some sort of age limit above 21 that you can't do.
Got it.
But he's finally got it, it looks like. He just released a whole new line of merch. Post Malone X Bud Light. Brilliant, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I would say half the collection is really good. Half it's basura. Is that cultural misappropriation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're gonna
I
get the
don't
MAGA
take
social
him
justice warriors
down.
against you.
Take him down.
But half of it's really, really good. I mean, it's perfectly like it's on the nose for Bud Light and Post. It's perfect. This should be in every retailer in America. They shouldn't even make this like a limited edition thing. It should be like everywhere.
Oh wow, and the model's Boo Johnson, who's a pro skateboarder.
Wow.
Yeah, turned model.
Wow. Must be nice.
Yeah, when you're a pretty skater guy.
But we will say, like, being around Post, this is an authentic brand collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is as real as it gets.
Yeah. He's a Bud
He
Light
loves
guy.
Bud Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff's good. If only he can get Marlboro, he's off. He's good. Just
He's not
cigs and
jeweling?
beer. No, he's still going old school.
Full sig, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Donnie Trump.
Mm-hmm.
You know we got to talk about it.
Yeah.
It looks like he's been talking to China about these the trade issues. Looks like it's not going so well.
Nope.
Because he's adding more tariffs starting September 1st. Did it say how much? Did it say 10%?
10%.
What happened? I mean, what? Like the guy Gigi didn't treat him how he wanted and kiss the ring, and now we all got to pay for it?
I think it's even funnier that he just sends out a tweet, 10%, doesn't explain what categories, doesn't explain anything about it, just sends out a tweet, 10%. The market takes a dive because they're just like, what the hell? We thought we were getting somewhere. It's pretty impressive. I don't even know what the 10% is going toward.
It says $300 billion of Chinese goods.
He might
okay,
not
great.
either.
That doesn't mean anything. I want to
yeah.
know the categories. I started Googling categories. Nobody knows the categories.
He might not know the categories.
It may not even be real. That was I was actually thinking.
So what's
you just tell people?
What's his angle?
This is just to get. This is
Hardball.
part of the deal. Part of the
hardball.
deal.
Just be unpredictable.
Yeah.
Just be crazy.
Yeah.
Just add tariffs. I think he's just
The
playing
Chinese
hardball.
are paying for the tariffs, right?
What?
Aren't the Chinese paying for the
Yeah.
tariffs? No, the American
I
importers
know.
are
I'm
paying.
aware. Obviously, we pay the tariffs. I'm fully aware.
Yeah. He's just, man. I just think the negotiations weren't going how he wanted.
I think the
10%.
trickier thing is nobody knows how these tariff increases even works. Some people think it's 10 actual full percent on top of it. So if it was a 10% category, it went to 20. So other people think it's 10% on the 10%. So that's 1%. Nobody even knows what's going on. No custom brokers knows what's going on. No one even knows what they're paying in tariffs. Tariff is one big scam.
I can tell you who doesn't know what's going on. Donald Trump.
Yeah, we don't either. We can't ask. And when you ask custom broker, nobody knows.
No one knows. We got till September 1.
We'll find out.
They won't even know. September 1 comes. September 30th will come. October.
That's too fast.
Yeah.
It'll be October, November.
Yeah, it'll be like next year. It'll be like, oh, there's a 10%.
You think he just got like he woke up and he gets his intelligence briefing, China
Fox
said
and
something bad
Friends.
about the U.S. or Donald Trump, said, you know what, 10%.
Yeah, he probably said, hey, I can't make the phone call. Maybe call me in 3 hours.
10%.
No, 10%.
We'll
Anyway.
teach them.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's get out of politics. I want to talk about, we're over here creating content.
Mm-hmm.
And as we discussed on one of the previous pods, our vision for what we want to create here at Group Chat is much bigger than just a podcast. And so I thought it was relevant to talk about this subscription sports news service called The Athletic.
Yep.
These guys launched in 2016. They've reached more than 500,000 subscribers, and they're expecting to double that to 1 million by the end of the year. I read this article. I want to know what you guys think about it. It just seems like this is the epitome of two young guys creating a really disruptive platform and seeming to be on the track to solve the problem of, one of the problems that everyone's talking about is all this content is free. So it's great for the user, but for podcasters and stuff like that, I've heard a lot of people talking about paywalls and subscription and stuff like that, but nobody can really pull it off well because everything's free. These guys seem to be on the right track. What do you think? Do we need to set up a subscription service? You guys know subscription.
Yeah, I mean, I'm blown away. So they charge $10 a month or $60 a year. I've not ever had the urge to go to the Athletic because I don't really, I'm not paying attention to sports like that. But this is a category that there's fanatic kind of consumption of content. So the fact they have 500,000 and they're saying that the average subscriber is spending revenue per subscriber yearly is $64 is pretty impressive. And the fact that they think they'll be somewhere in the range of 1 million. This is like ESPN. Like in the making, because the fact that you can get that kind of revenue just from subscription revenue. And you can eventually syndicate content. You could make shows. There's just like such a powerful kind of thing happening. But I also think in content, there's going to be this whole, why I don't think they're the next ESPN also, is that I think it's going to be fragmented. If you're into, I don't know what makes The Athletic different than
So I'll tell you.
ESPN.
So this is what The Athletic's done. They've basically aggregated all the local sports writers in each city. So if you're a Warriors fan, they have like the 4 guys who are the insiders for the Warriors. They're providing you content. Same with Lakers, Knicks, whatever, NFL team, Eagles.
So local people love it.
Local people. So when you're a diehard Warriors fan or Eagles fan or Broncos fan or Patriots fan, you're getting content that is so tailored to you.
Yeah.
And that,
Like this is what this lineman had for lunch.
correct. You want to talk about like what Steph Curry's kid got for her birthday? It's probably on The Athletic, you know?
Gosh, that's a lot.
No, but here's the issue. I think it has clear product market fit. It's clearly serving like a great niche within sports, because people who don't just want the headline like LeBron went to the Lakers, you want to learn more. There's a lot of people who want to learn more. The issue here is fundraising and valuations just don't make sense.
Yeah.
So like BuzzFeed didn't work, Vice didn't work.
But they weren't they were based on advertising.
Agree,
Big difference.
but my point is like it's a media company being valued like a tech business, and that's where the trouble is going to happen. I just wish, similar to like scooters, you don't need to be a $2 billion company in 6 months. Figure out the business
What's
first.
the valuation of Athletic that they said?
They raised $90 million this round. It's probably I don't know. It has to be
300
north
million.
of 500 million, right?
Yeah.
400 or 500 million.
I don't know if that much. But yeah, I mean, I do like, I think on the flip side, valuation aside.
But that's the problem. You have to, the capital being raised and the valuation is going to ruin the business, because they do have a business.
Why? You just take the money and you run.
Yeah, then the site's done and the guy can't figure out what Steph Curry had for lunch.
They don't actually care about
Yeah,
local
these two
sports.
young kids.
They're trying to get secondary and
They probably got secondary on this. 90 million when you're hot?
Yeah, they don't give a shit about Steph Curry's line.
okay.
They're
yeah.
fine.
They
Their
took that
lives-
money and jetted off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is going to be an example. We're going to talk about it in a year or two.
Yeah.
Where I love the business. I think they serve a great niche, but
I like subscription content in niches. I think it's such a big opportunity. I
agree.
I'm not saying they have to be big businesses, but like there's probably, a handful of people that would subscribe to every little niche.
I 100% agree. But 90 million, and there's no way it's south of 400 million.
If they
of
take
valuation.
50.
They took 50. He's in Saint Tropez.
yeah.
Let the stalkers do the work. I'm going to start a site instead of Gawker, it's called Stalker.
And what do you
It
got?
just tells you every little detail, like Steph Curry, I can see in his window right now, and he indeed sleeps in pajamas. For the real fan, one step deeper than the Atlantic.
Or the
Athletic. You got the point.
So you need to hire private investigators following 15 great athletes.
What's even more
Sign up for
impressive?
Stalker. We'll tell you literally everything. I'll break
and-
the news. I would have broken the news of Jeff Bezos' side piece on Stalker.
What's even more interesting is New York Times has 3.5 million subscribers.
Yeah, it's impressive and it's freaking annoying. 'cause
And I
always
bet you
send New
they
York
make money.
Times. Oh, yeah.
I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, because they're probably also selling ads.
And it's pretty much behind a paywall.
Yeah.
After 10 articles, you're
Yeah.
you're
I
sick
was
of
like,
them.
That's the
I
one
gotta
you always
save
send.
it.
You always send it in our group chat emails, and I can't read it.
I like.
But if the New York Times went out and raised, they're not going to get whatever valuation
No, 'cause
per
it's
metric.
saturated.
Because they're
Well, because
Pringles.
it's not new.
Yeah.
They're
They are
Pringles.
new. They're New York.
Oh gosh.
This is the perfect example of a legacy business versus a new business and the way you get
gotta
valued.
tell the story.
We should just repurpose all paywall content on a new platform.
As long as we can get to that third round and take the secondary and we're out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys. I'm just saying. Think
We
about
should
it.
name
Of all
our
of
company
our,
secondary.
Third round.
it's called
It's
secondary
getting to
and
the
run
third round.
enterprise.
That's all you have to do.
Third round capital. We're just trying to get the fuck out of this business by the third round.
I'm telling you, man. All of our silly ideas, we could really package this thing up and raise some money. I'm just saying, think about it, and then just be out of here after the third round. And then we'll talk all about it on our next podcast that we're raising money for. Okay, next up, somebody who just looks like, I don't want to say took the money and run, but maybe ran to the money. Ninja, the famous gamer. I would say from what I know, he seems like the most famous gamer there is.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, Twitch is the big platform where all of these gamers stream themselves playing games. It has to be the biggest or the most popular, and Ninja has just left for Microsoft's Mixer platform. What do you think? I mean, you think this was like a massive deal, obviously, of some sort? Like, did Ninja just cash in to just switch over to a different platform?
Yeah, I mean, there has to be a financial incentive for him to come to Mixer.
Well, it's exclusive.
Yeah,
So it has to be.
And it must have been a big check
Yeah, of
because
course.
the company that owns Mixer is Microsoft, which is the biggest company in the world. So to give Ninja $10 million to come on Mixer or whatever dollar amount is insignificant to them.
Yeah. It's a smart move by Microsoft.
It's very impressive.
Is Twitch its own?
Twitch
And
is owned by
Amazon.
Amazon. Amazon bought it for $1 billion. So Bezos lost them to Microsoft.
Well, why don't you take some of that money you just pulled out
And give Ninja some of
and
it.
hand it over to Ninja?
So
Which
you
is
can-
actually amazing that Amazon bought Twitch, I think, like 5 years ago. That they
For nothing.
even knew that.
Yeah.
That's fucking impressive.
Because they probably didn't really do like much, right? They just saw it bubbling.
Yeah, I think they paid $1 billion.
Which is nothing for now.
nothing. Imagine having television of esports. That's just Twitch.
Okay, well, listen, good move for Microsoft, and congratulations to Ninja because he just cashed in.
And congratulations to Microsoft again.
Didn't I just say that?
I wasn't paying attention to you.
Did I say, are you Danny? What? You don't even listen to your own
I
podcast.
think even
I think so.
Dan
Congratulations, Ninja.
Didn't I say Microsoft and then Ninja?
Shut up, Pete. Don't forget who writes your check.
I just want to say I just got an email. I just got an email from StockX that says, we recently completed system updates on the StockX platform to access your account. Please reset your password.
It could be fake.
Why don't you stay out of my StockX, dorks? Stop trying to hack me. Or did they get hacked and that's their way of not admitting it?
Or it could be a fake email, not even from StockX.
Things are fishy here, and if I need those new off-whites, I can't have some hacker. Okay, that's it. We are to our one and only, and also certified favorite segment of the week.
Winners,
Losers.
Content.
Thank you.
WL.
C. If you don't know how content is spelled.
W. Okay.
And we have a special guest for winners, losers, and content.
Bring in the guest.
Yeah.
Who do we got?
We got Michael Scott Cohen, and yes, he is as rich as his name sounds.
I was just gonna say Michael Scott Cohen, he just sounds rich.
He is.
Wow.
This
Okay.
fucking
We were
guy.
talking about Sancho Pay. His Instagram, his entire summer was Sancho Pay.
So we're over here
Ellen
joking about being
DeGeneres
rich. And here we have a real rich guy.
I don't know. You guys are the ones with the product placement in here. So.
It's true. All you have to do is buy this guy a couple chargers,
Yeah.
and he'll
It's a
sit
free
your
ad.
product in the middle of the
You
couch.
didn't take one sip of that the whole episode. On it. It's just sitting there.
He said, "Oh, it's a great beverage. Love the beverage.
I love it, love
Never
it."
tasted the beverage."
Oh, it looks good. It looks good.
Okay, this is our favorite segment, and it's always good to have a guest. And I'm always curious of because we kind of know each other. So I like when there's like an outside person to say what's hitting their radar. So let's jump into it. First is winners. Who is everyone's biggest winner of this last week?
So my winner is Bird.
That's interesting.
They just came out with a very hot new scooter called the Bird 2. And clearly they're listening to what I'm saying.
I just want to say real quick, we offered to shout out Bird and their new scooter if they'd give us a couple, and we got denied.
Yeah, why haven't we got a fucking Bird scooter,
So
guys?
I just want to say, I think they're garbage. Bird 2, crap. Okay, so what? They listen to your notes. What, does it have a kickstand and an
It's
umbrella?
got 2 kickstands, so it is laying flat
Let me see.
like this. Just like still.
Oh,
It's
as
not-
opposed to tipped. Just asking you to
So
kick
how
it.
does that solve your issue?
It
What do you
doesn't.
mean?
It
Because
doesn't. He gets caught in the hype too easy.
I like it.
It's even more reason to kick it.
You
Just
kick it
teed
because
up
it
for
seems
you.
like it's harder to kick.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is a challenge?
Well, I mean,
don't you just tip it over the same way?
It's the same thing. It's just like, oh, you got 2 kickstands? Now I really want to kick it just to show you.
it says anti-tipping kickstand.
I can't wait to test that.
Maybe it's got like a balance thing to it where you
That
kick
would
it
be
and it just comes
impressive.
back up.
That literally sounds like a challenge. Anti-tipping? Okay, let's see.
Puncture-proof tires.
Didn't know that was an issue.
Yeah, I think when you like come off some of those curbs, I mean, like
Tires are blowing out?
for sure.
Gosh. Okay, cool.
And it looks like it has like a stainless steel type of vibe to it. I don't know what the material is of the actual scooter itself, but it's silver, it looks sleeker. I mean, durability is the scooter business's biggest challenge, and they're saying it's more durable, powerful, and longer lasting.
Well, we'll see, man. I wonder what the price difference is.
I mean, for us,
No.
Yeah, it should be the
No,
same,
no, for them.
right?
for them, I'm sure this thing costs a lot of money.
Like, will it essentially, will the added cost save the money? Will it be worth it? Will it
Right,
end up
that's
worth
their
it?
Yeah.
that's the whole proposition that they have to last for more rides because that's how they make
That's what
money.
I'm saying. Does it work or not? I'm going to kick a couple of those things after
You know
this.
how I think you could solve anti-tipping? If you see someone tipping and you take a video of it, you get $50.
Or you show that you picked it up and put it and you get
But
5.
imagine if you're just the kind of person that's just a little snitch that runs around like, gotcha, it's $50.
Yeah.
I got you, dude. I made $500 this month.
Snitching.
And then the other guys are impounding them, and you're fucking, it's just a wild west out here. They look tough. I see them. They look tough. Okay, well, whatever. That deserves a winner.
Okay.
On it?
LeBron James.
Me too. I give it 2.
He's
Just truce. I
He's
wanna
a great father, great family man. He's putting out the best content of the week.
Only on
Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesday. This guy is just undefeated, in my opinion.
Hey.
And I can't believe he's getting shit for what he's doing.
Me
He's
neither.
enjoying his family and he's enjoying his kid and his kid's friends.
Yep. I agree.
Team LeBron.
I'm with you
He's
on
definitely the best basketball player at Bronny's games, too.
Yes.
that one. Thank you. See?
He's
That
the
was a
best.
sneak
It's
diss.
amazing.
He knows how to just be a little
Yeah.
more subtle. Okay, Michael, what do we got?
I was in San Francisco yesterday at the Uber office, and I couldn't help but think that the biggest winner of the week are the 400 employees that got laid off from Uber. They
I like this.
got out at an amazing time.
Yeah.
They probably have an amazing severance plan. There's already Airbnb, I think it was the product manager, created a job board for them that
Yeah.
they're going to place them at top companies already, Google, Airbnb, they already vetted. Biggest winner of the week, 400 Uber marketing people.
You know what's so
Look on the
interesting?
bright side.
I like that, and it's crazy. I saw that because Musa posted it, who's
Yeah.
at Airbnb, and I clicked on it, and it's like a well-organized Excel sheet of
Beautiful.
all the opportunities. And I'm like, this only freaking nerds do this for each other and help each other out like this.
Yeah.
Like
You got it,
it was
yeah.
so. It's like these 400 people are going to get placed by Friday.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And they'll have their compensation with Uber till the end of the year at least.
Yeah.
There's no reason to be at Uber anymore. They already IPO'd.
Yeah.
The stock is tanking.
Yeah.
And so you're out. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere where you could pre-IPO. Airbnb.
Yeah.
Do you know what's interesting is that the way the tech community came behind these 400.
They were like disenfranchised.
It's as if they were like Iraq
Yeah.
vets coming back
Yeah.
and they need to get reintegrated into
We don't
society.
help. We don't actually help the real veterans, but we'll
Yeah.
help 400 rich pricks that got fired from Uber.
Yeah. We got to be a
Big
part of
week.
the high IQ club, man. Us dummies got to fight for ourselves.
We need to come up with a dummy Excel spreadsheet for dummies to help them. Maybe not a spreadsheet. It's a physical piece of paper. It's a yellow notepad.
Come on, man.
And you just mail it to us, and we'll help you find a job.
It's just directions to your new job.
Like a Thomas guy.
Just show up your
Talk about
plea.
people going to San Tropez. You got 400 people that are hopping on their G5s going to San Tropez. They're coming back to jobs at pre-IPO companies. Maybe they'll go to Impossible. Maybe they'll go to Beyond
They
afterwards.
go wherever they want.
They just
Anywhere
did
they
them a
want.
favor. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. They'll start after Labor Day, and it's good.
Take a break. Take a load off. Dee, I just realized, do you guys want to give any sort of intro for Michael? Because like we just kind of said, here's our rich friend.
I mean, that was a pretty good intro.
Okay.
So, we'll intro. Michael is business partners with a very close friend of ours, John Algem.
Not a listener of the pod.
Not a listener, so fuck him.
What a joke.
And so they have a very successful business in New York called Harper Scott. How do you describe you guys? I don't want to.
We're a creative agency that focuses on branded merchandise. So gift with purchase, retail products, promotional products, manufacture primarily in China, work with a lot of big brands, but basically we make merchandise.
So if I'm like,
We're affected by the tariffs also.
yeah, you are. What type of brands? Can you say any of them? If I'm like Pepsi?
Uber.
Okay, so if I'm Uber,
Yeah.
and we want to make nice new shirts and mugs and a thing for all of our clients.
Yeah.
A little goodie bag for the
That's
400
exactly
people that
right.
get
They
canned.
come to you, you guys say, check this shit out.
Perfect.
Okay.
Stickers for all of the Uber drivers.
Oh, wow.
Anything you want.
And you
That's
guys
a
are
lot of
crushing
stickers.
it. You guys found a real spot.
We're doing all right. It's all about just trying to be in front of the trends. and
Doing
come out
all
with new
right is an
products.
understatement.
That's what rich people say.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
we're doing fine.
And by the way, John Algem will listen to the pod, but you have to pay for those listeners first. And once you pass 1 million listeners,
And then
he'll be on.
That's true.
And he'll say he was the first listener.
That
He
is
knew
true.
about you guys
That's
before.
kinda
They'd be
his
like,
business
wait,
model.
have you heard this podcast? I'm like, yeah, it's mine.
You know why rich people always do the humble? They don't want to be on the list.
No,
Yeah.
no.
When the revolution
When the
happens.
revolution comes, you should look for these guys.
Yeah.
Anyone who says they're doing all right, go for them first.
Stay off that list. Yeah, that's true.
That was a good intro.
Okay, thank you. Okay, my winner of the week is simply gamers as a whole. I think, obviously, we talked about it so much this week. The prize package being, just to reiterate, being more than Wimbledon and being more than the same amount that Tiger Woods made or whatever, in that category and above is just insane. And I think props to these guys for, I'm sure they got made fun of a lot when they were young. I'm sure their moms told them they were wasting all their time. And now these guys are literally not only making money, but like rock stars to kids. The way kids react to these gamers is like Kevin Durant. Like, I'm wondering if FaZe Banks and Russell Westbrook both walk through a mall in the middle of America, who would get a bigger response?
I don't know.
I would say
The
Westbrook.
fact that you guys were even silent
I would
for
say
a second,
Westbrook because
maybe.
What I saw at, I would say depending on exactly where,
Yep.
but what I saw at Complex Con for FaZe Banks,
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a superstar.
Yeah. So
Like
even the
people-
fact that it's up for debate is insane.
And
That's
they're-
only for our generation, but in like 5 to 10 years, it's going to be the gamers that are looked at a lot more than these NBA players, NFL players, especially when these leagues and teams are worth more than the pro sports teams are now. And I think they're even approaching it, right?
I also think the real reason why they're going to be bigger is you're a superstar in all the traditional things we view as superstar, let's say movies, television, and sports. They're still pretty private. You know what a gamer's doing? He has a camera on him while he plays video games 8 hours a day, right? You are so attached to that person.
Yeah.
It's why Joe Rogan's the biggest thing in media, because you're listening to him 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a week. And
I
so,
also think there's a difference when people like to watch you like be a gladiator with other 200-pound, 7-foot men. Like, that's what you're known for. So anytime you're doing that, we'll watch it. These kids are sitting in their bedrooms on a streaming thing, like just talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they're loved for.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to do that forever. Like,
Yeah.
you can do that.
no CTE on playing Fortnite.
and they feel
Zero.
connected. Exactly. You know everything about them. So.
Yeah. Anyway, huge win for those guys. Because I'm sure, early life probably wasn't easy. A lot of wedgies.
Probably not that era.
I don't know, man. Bullying's been hot up until about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, bullying was very hot growing up.
Okay. Who is the biggest loser of the week?
Woodstock 50. It is finally
Oh,
canceled.
it's
Done
canceled.
and done.
I wish I would have called that earlier. We made some funny Firefest, comments, but yeah, these guys, Billy McFarland, it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because it's such an iconic festival.
Yeah.
And they just, I don't know the background of every detail. We've obviously been talking about it, but they clearly weren't well funded. They had the lineup. They had Jay-Z and they had the crazy rock acts. They had all that stuff. And then they tried to move it to Maryland, and then they said it was going to be a free concert, and now they finally just canceled the damn thing.
Yeah.
So that's one loser I have. The other loser I have
Oh, 2.
is Drake.
Thank you. Did that take your content? Tell the story.
Yes, no, this didn't take my content. This really pissed me the fuck off.
It should. It should.
So
Go
I'm
ahead.
sitting here. We're talking about winners loser content.
Yeah.
We usually don't ever talk about it. And I finally said, "Are you going to have this as content?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, Drake's dropping a new album, and
I didn't know because my phone's down in the car.
yeah, stupid. And we end up. I go on Instagram. It says care package. Collection of singles that all should be in one place. So then I was like, oh my God, he's dropping an album. So excited.
All singles.
All singles. Hot. I go on Twitter. I search. I see the album cover, the song listing. It's all old songs.
Yep.
It's Dreams Money Can Buy. Draft Day. 4 p.m. in fucking the Valley.
So all he
5
did
p.m.
was-
in Northridge. I mean, come on. Like,
Garbage.
So all he
and why are
did
you
was-
up so late in all these random cities?
what are you doing 4 p.m. in Calabasas at Air One? There's nothing else to do in Calabasas at 4
So he
p.m.
created your iTunes playlist, and he's selling it?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, it's going to be streamed.
Streamed, sure, but there's going to be money paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just going to be your playlist guy.
I don't think those songs were on. I think they all were released on SoundCloud, on the OVO SoundCloud, and he's just putting them up now on the streaming service.
Yeah, they were. That's what it said. Is they weren't previously on streaming services.
Yeah, so that's all.
It was
So
a big
cool.
bamboozle.
Bamboozle.
So you're my loser, bro.
I'm telling you that The Weeknd posted a teaser as if he's dropping an album tomorrow, and I believe there's some sort of Canada beef there.
Okay.
And if he just tried to steal a little bit of his shine, it's gonna be a real problem up there in Canada. I don't know how they solve problems there, but
Ooh-wee.
probably just
A
exchange.
poutine eating contest.
Yeah,
That's exactly how.
it sounds racist. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anand, who is your loser?
The Democratic debates.
Oh boy, we didn't recap it. Was
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Was there anything? I didn't see.
I
Anything.
don't think there was anything.
I didn't even see.
It's a
Biden
bunch of
got blasted.
It's a bunch of empty questions, empty answers, like all debates, but there's just no one captivating the audience. I mean,
I think the people that I keep seeing, at least young people talk about, are Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard and those. Marianne Williamson, everyone's obsessed with because she's just kind of like a free spirit.
It is insane that she is even at a
I think it
debate.
should be the VP debates because just give it to Joe Biden, let
Yeah.
him be the guy, let's all rally behind him, and everybody just tries to be his VP. Instead, you have
Yeah.
de Blasio, who's the worst mayor in the entire world.
Oh, you don't like him in Big New York?
He's awful. Everybody hates him.
so
Really?
you're a loser.
He would have been my loser, but I have many other losers that are a group of one loser. But de Blasio was terrible last night or on Wednesday night. If you watched the debate, all he was trying to do was get FaceTime, and the CNN hosts were trying to like swat him away from Biden and Kamala Harris and everybody. But
I think
that should be his last debate.
I think debates with 10 people are stupid.
Yeah.
Completely stupid. Instead, I'd rather say each person 5 minutes. You have the national attention.
It's like
say what you want to
Fortnite.
say.
As you said at the Fortnite games, they drop 100 people randomly on a map, and the winner takes all.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
After each debate, there should be 2 people that just get kicked off the island.
Yeah.
So you would dwindle it down.
It should
That
be
would
that.
be fun.
20 to 18 to 15, let's go.
Yeah.
Haven't we learned
You're
from
our
our
president.
current
Like Survivor.
president that we love reality TV?
Yeah.
Let's gamify this thing.
Everyone
how you
would
beat
watch
Trump.
it.
Get Ryan Seacrest out there
Yeah.
hosting.
All of a sudden, 2 candidates are having sex.
Which 2?
Yeah, which two?
Which two are most likely
Pete
to have sex?
Buttigieg and
Oh, you went right,
Go for
right
it.
for the content.
please. Right.
And who?
who's another young buck?
Beto
Cory
O'Rourke.
Booker.
Oh man.
Isn't he dating someone famous?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, like
Rosario
Rosario Dawson.
Who wasn't at either debate. Fun fact.
Yeah, really?
She didn't go.
She knows it's
She's
embarrassing.
filming in Texas.
Oh.
So my loser of the week, not to hijack your podcast. My loser of the week, since my winner of the week was the 400 people that got let go from Uber, the loser of the week are the remaining employees of Uber.
Aren't they a customer?
They're your client.
This is probably the last day that they'll be my client. But think about it, like, what are you doing? I mean, what are you still waiting there for? Are you trying to revolutionize an industry? It's already
Take a
been
paycheck.
done. You're losing $3 billion. What are we doing? Why are you still there?
Came out guns blazing.
He's not wrong because the valuation is underwater since 2015. So
But so is the argument that Uber should be zero?
No, the argument is get laid off, get your severance package, go to Saint-Tropez, and come back after Labor Day with a job at Airbnb.
Yeah, who's about to go public.
That's how you turn a loser into a winner.
Yeah,
it's a good playbook. He's not wrong.
Good.
yeah. But they're also a mature company now, and the talent level that you're speaking of, the most talented people at Uber, right? Most of those have probably already left. So the people left at Uber, not to say they're not talented, but they're not the cream of the crop. So it's not like 4 years ago Uber employees who are probably now launching billion-dollar companies on their own because they were the best in their department.
Yeah, it's called Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to just get a hustle going, man. That Bird guy figured it out.
Yeah.
He's from Uber? Where's he from?
Originally, he was the number 3 at Lyft. Then he went to Uber and then started Bird.
He
The
figured
most
it
hedged
out.
guy in transportation.
If I was any of those Uber employees, I would be figuring out my little raise money hustle so quick.
You should have already. You probably missed that boat.
No way. There's always room for a new Bird. Like, oh, I got Heelys with, there's powered by electric.
What?
What?
Heelys.
What?
Remember?
What was Heelys?
Skechers?
He kept saying Heelys and D was like, what are you talking about?
Didn't you? You were like sticking up for Heelys or something, right?
No, I love this.
Oh, you wanted to bring them back.
I want wheels on all my shoes.
Hey, so you don't think if some dork from Silicon Valley came out and said,
If you could get all birds with wheels, everyone in
you
San Francisco would be
go.
flying
Starting to
around.
feel really bad about shitting on Uber. Right? Thinking that maybe they could be a good client. So if you are my client that are still at Uber and you're listening to this podcast, I'm not speaking to you directly. You're obviously the one.
These do
winner
not
that I'm talking
reflect
about.
the views of the company.
Yeah,
The personal view.
yeah. If you had Allbirds with wheels on them, made up in Silicon Valley, they were all like
you could be
sustainable,
scooting around the shit of San
gluten-free.
Francisco.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go real pop culture, just strictly an annoyance. My loser of the week is Rick Ross.
Wow.
He's on some sort of campaign. I think maybe he's got a new album or something coming out, and he's somehow stirred up, like trying to beef with 50 Cent and talk about how irrelevant in music he is, and that he would never do a song with him.
Whoa.
It just feels like, Rick Ross is extremely irrelevant in music. The whole thing just feels lame. Rick
Really?
Ross is just kind of annoying.
Did he release an album or just that one song with Drake?
Unclear because he's irrelevant in music. So I
Wow.
wouldn't. But the song with Drake was good. I mean, Drake's verse. I skip it every time after his verse is up.
The Drake one?
Yeah. Rick Ross is garbage. Anyway, just a nice, easy loser. Okay. Once again, we've been doing long episodes. What are we going to send everyone off into the weekend to listen to now that it's not this terrible Drake release?
I'm getting excited because football season is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's talking about, there's like games, I think, this weekend, right?
Tonight, the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah, so my content was that football is back. But there's also, I saw this ad for an Amazon original, and it's not American football, it's about soccer. It's called This Is Football. Mm-hmm. And it's just like a series just highlighting 6 episodes of the impact soccer football has had on the world.
Oh, it's soccer.
Yeah. It's just called This Is Football.
Garbage. You watch it?
No, it hasn't come out yet. I'm excited. It's about to come out.
You're telling me of all the things you pass on watching, you're going to sit and watch 6 episodes about frickin' soccer?
Yep.
You got to prioritize. Did you see Last Chance U is back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to watch that.
I love that show.
Okay. All right, Anand, are you watching soccer or polo?
Keeping
or?
it simple, keeping it quick. Taco Tuesday.
That's
You're
what you're
my
watching?
guy.
Wow, Anand's just tripling down on his
15
LeBron
seconds.
support.
You're watching a 15-second video? That's your content?
He just, yep.
Taco Tuesday.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Michael?
I know this has been chatted about on the pod, but The Loudest Voice in the Room is one of the best shows on TV right now.
Yeah.
It's a great episode on Sunday night that's going to happen. So,
And also,
Voice in
fuck
the Room
Uber.
on Showtime. Sorry, Uber.
I
agree.
love Loudest
That show
Voice.
is incredible.
Incredible.
Okay, here's mine. And I really want everyone to watch this, especially everyone here. They released a documentary on Netflix called The Great Hack,
Okay.
which is all about the Cambridge Analytica scandal and Facebook and I forget his name, but the original kid with pink hair that came out. And then this girl, Brittany, who came out from it. Like, it's just, and then they show like this girl that worked at Cambridge Analytica that knows all the details watching Zuckerberg testify in front of Congress, and she's like, what? Like, this dude is just lying.
Yeah.
Like, you were there, and here's the file of that you allowed us to access your data after you said it had already been turned off. And like, it's pretty revealing. Nothing's gonna come of it, but
It's interesting.
it's a good watch to understand. I didn't understand. I thought Cambridge Analytica just had the data. They were crafting, they made a list of users that were considered swayable, and they targeted them specifically with like crazy content. They made all the content. They did everything.
Wow.
But it's good. They did a really good
They
job.
should really win marketing firm of the century. They're the best I've ever seen.
I mean, when it comes to targeting, because they were also involved in Brexit, they were
Yeah.
involved in all these things.
So Dave in our office was telling me to watch Brexit because it's really, that's where Cambridge Analytica's test case was Brexit. It was so successful. They're like, let's work on the election in America.
Yep. They crushed it. I mean, clearly.
Facetune's a great one to
Do you know what's
really.
interesting is Michael Lewis has a whole pod how it's a fallacy that Cambridge Analytics had a impact on election. I think he's just wrong, right?
He's just blatantly wrong. Because there's
Yeah.
no way.
He's just a renegade. He just says shit.
Me too.
Yeah. You're Michael Lewis.
I'm the Michael Lewis.
You're the Michael Lewis
Yeah,
of podcast.
there's no way. After watching this documentary, and I'm not trying to even just jump on board and say like, oh no, this is true. There's no way. The way they explained it and the phone calls they have recorded and stuff. Because even that video came out of the CEO of Cambridge Analytica talking about everything that they did for Trump. You remember that? That video leaked of their secret meeting where he was talking about like, yeah, we did this, we targeted these people, we did everything.
Right.
Anyway, that's it. That's all we got.
Yep.
Okay, guys. One more time, I just want to say fuck Uber. Everyone have an incredible weekend. All that we ask is that you shout us out on social media if you like the show, @GroupChatPod. Tell everyone to listen.
Indeed.
Peace.